Believers can be troubled on some sides. I give you an instance. Your health can be fine, but something may be wrong with your finances. In this case, you are not troubled on every side. You're troubled on some sides, but there are some sides that are fine. But like Job, it is possible for a man, even in Christ, to be troubled on every side. Something is wrong with your marriage, wrong with your children, wrong with your health, wrong with your job. There is such a possibility as we sojourn upon the earth that we can be troubled on every side. But then the Bible also tells us that in all these things we are more than conquerors. And I want someone to shout it convincingly. Say, I am more than a conqueror. You look beyond your pain, look beyond the spirit of depression, look beyond the things, your bills, your mortgage, your papers, whatever it is. Shout it to your hearing and the hearing of the devil. I am more than a conqueror. The Bible gives the believer the assurance of victory, that in the midst of all the turbulence and everything that can happen to you, you are assured of victory. Fight your battles with honor. Don't chicken out, don't be ashamed. Are we together? If it's a family battle, don't be ashamed of it. Let the naysayers keep talking while you fight the fight of faith. If it's your health, fight it with honor. Are we together? If it's about your prodigal child, fight it with honor. Your fight will mean interceding. Your fight will mean bending over backwards. You know, sometimes, and we need to be very careful, because sometimes we have this godlike expectation over believers, over one another, and when people pass through battles and storms, we make them feel guilty in the presence of the storms, as though it were an unbelief problem. Sometimes it is not a sin problem. Sometimes it is not an unbelief problem. In fact, sometimes the storm arises because you are moving. There are certain storms that have no business arising in your life if you're not doing anything spiritually. There are certain storms that arise because your impact is sending a signal in the spirit, and the devil is so threatened. Not all challenges are as a result of sin. Not all challenges are as a result of unbelief. Now, truly, there are times that sin can give way. Remember when he rebuked one, he said, go and sin no more. So there are people who are trapped, but their predicaments are a direct effect of sin. Others unbelief, others spiritual laxity. For instance, prayerlessness. For instance, wordlessness. For instance, not loving the house of God, not growing in grace. All of these things have negative consequences, but there are times that everything can just be fine, but all hell breaks out.